Hello, everybody. My name is Almi J, and I am the World's Fastest Caricature Artist Award winner in 2019 by ISCA, and that's the International Society of Caricature Artists. Thank you so much for watching. At a time, I will thank you, and I will be going through a few of the motions that I have here. As you can see, I have this sort of habit that I have formed throughout the years to just look at the person as little as possible, to try and memorize as much as possible, and be able to lay down the features. Pretty much what I did here is I started with the eyebrows and the eyes, and that would give me a good feel of what the face in this subject would look like. And from there, I went down to the nose, the lips, and hair, face shape, and so on. I do the face shape after I do the features, mainly so that I can add the hair behind the face frame. And once that's done, we go ahead and add the color. But if you notice at the beginning, I did do this back and forth, kind of laying down a line thing. I find that drawing is like writing. So what happens is you look at the word and then you write it. You don't look at each letter and what motion you have to do it. You already know how to do those motions. You just find the recognizable motions and you go ahead and write down the word. You memorize the A, the L, the A, the N, and the I. Then you add the J at the end, and you just write the entire name, the entire word. You don't take time to memorize an entire paragraph because that would be too much. You don't take time to memorize the sentence, although you could. So what I have done is just that. I try to memorize the sentence, which is, what does this eye look like? Well, this eye has a slanted, this very big lashes that have small pupils, perhaps smiling. So those are the kinds of things that I memorize in one look, and I sort of verbalize it in my head. Once I verbalize it, it kind of gives me a translation. My mind just translates it into line work. And yes, of course, there are certain lines that I do that are thin and that are thick, and those are applied to specific areas of the eye, specific areas of the lips, the nose, eyebrows, face frame, hair, and so on. I wish that this could be helpful to you. If this has been helpful so far, make sure you hit the like. Make sure you like the page. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, as well as follow the page for more. But don't forget that I do have a subscription that you guys are welcome to join as well. Moving on to the next subject. As you can see, her face shape was first, then the eyes. All I can say about this is she's got an entirely different face when she smiles. So when she smiles, I'm thinking of what motions, what pulls and pushes are on the face, like on the cheeks, as you can see that line laid down. That gives me an idea of where the muscles are going and pulling and tugging, so that it will actually portray in the drawing that I'm doing. When I lay down the lines for the bottom of the eye with the smile, and then that also shows the cheek pushing up at the eyes, and the laugh lines are affected by the smile, the mouth itself, and all of that just works together to form the face and hopefully the likeness as well. It's not always super important to put the details on the necklace in my eyes. However, it is, so in other words, it's not important to me. It's important to the customer that is getting their drawing done. So in that sense, it is important to put them in. For me, it is a way of spending a little bit more time to give a little bit more detail to the customer. For me, I prefer to focus on the face, and that's what I like to spend the most time on, which allows me to go faster and faster as I go throughout the day. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to add the gold color of the skin. She obviously does not have to smile anymore, as I have fully added the features to the face. They're already rendered on the page with the marker. So all I have to do now is think about the shapes that I have laid down with the lines, the relationships between them, and think about a light source. Then this light source will just be captured with every single value and shade of that one color. The reason I do this is because there has to be a base color. There are those faces that have multiple base colors, and those are ones that you can recognize, that you would need to learn and train your eye to recognize as you go in this career. But what I can tell you right now is she has a very consistent, very golden kind of skin tone as the base color, and I later on add the lipstick, for example, and the hair color. Usually too, like with black, you can add a purple or a blue or even a green, depending on the surrounding lights, ambient lighting, which will give you an undertone naturally. And then you can add the black on top. The black tip, huge tip, rule of thumb, needs to be added last. The black color stick needs to be used last. I say this and stress this because it has much to do with smearing and things like that. So the black specifically smears quite a bit, and it goes everywhere, especially if you use these wax oil pastels on top of them. It'll take it from that area and put it somewhere else. Lighter colors will take the black and put it somewhere else. Do not use the black until the last. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here. I want to show you couple more things here. As you can see, the pink goes on right on top of that golden tone, and it really brings out the life on the drawing. Thank you for watching, and have an amazing